YouTube, this is Tech Guy here, and in this video today we are going to discuss 12, I think it was 12, let me look, because I made a list here on my iPad. Let's see, I made, 12, you can see there, 12 hidden features of iOS 9 that we are going to run through here. My iPad is at a low percentage, so I'm only going to turn on every step just to, because I didn't have, obviously I just made it last minute, so I didn't memorize this whole list, so I have to go through individually. So we'll go through right now. Hopefully this video will be a lot shorter, it won't be too long like the last one, and I probably will do a shorter review. Again, a reason not to buy iPad Pro. That other video I did with long review. Excuse me. I just have a little cold. So let's go ahead and we'll go through and I'll show you the features that I have looked on. I looked on the internet. I did not. Most of these I did figure out myself, but some of them I had to go online, like watch other videos to discover all of these. So the first feature is if you go to Safari. And now, personally, for me, I probably wouldn't use this because they specifically designed mobile devices like an iPhone, iPod, or iPad to work with mobile websites because they've designed. But you can get a desktop, like as if it was on a computer, for devices. So if you go up here and you hold down the the brightness is up too high. This is annoying. Let me turn it down so that it will pick up on the camera better. So if you hold down that button, this will pop up at the bottom of the screen. Let me do it again because maybe it probably didn't show up good. So the button up there, just hold it down, and that will pop up, and you can hit that. And then this is the desktop site. Personally, for me, I would not. I'm going to go back to reset that. But personally, for me, I would not use that feature. But you can do desktop site by, again, holding down that button, and then that will pop up when you hold that down, and you can request desktop site. The second, we'll go on number 2. The second hidden feature is low power mode. Now, this was specifically made for, I don't know how long that number 1 has been around, but this was specifically made for iOS 9. If you go into settings, kind of saw me go, and you go to battery, low power mode basically will, if your phone, if you're somewhere, out somewhere and you don't have your charger with you, and your phone is at 10% and you're trying to save your battery, number 1, don't use your phone. But number 2, if you are using it, you can hit that button right there, that switch. It'll turn on, okay? And then your battery will turn yellow, as you can see there. The camera is not good, I apologize. There we go, that's better. And the battery percentage will turn yellow, which means it will limit on what you can do on your phone, but it will also save your battery a little bit. I've never actually used it a lot, so I really don't know fully how it works, but you can use that to save your battery. That is low power mode. And then while we're in low power mode, you can also see a summary of everything that has been used, and so that you can see that's what all I have done. So it gives you a summary on that. The third feature is the poor Wi-Fi connection. Now, personally for me, I am not on a unlimited data thing. My data resets every month, so I can't go over every month, but I'll still show you the feature. But for me personally, I would not use this feature in the fact that it's annoying when this happens, and I'm sure it happens to a lot of people. In my room, in my house, I am in the worst location. I'm the farthest from the router in the house. So sometimes what I do instead is I'll just shut off the cellular data when I'm over Wi-Fi. I don't use my iPad that doesn't use cellular. But if you go to cellular data and you go down to the very bottom, you will see Wi-Fi. It says 9. Obviously, turn that off. But if you turn that on, it says it right there. It will basically, if you're having a poor Wi-Fi connection, it'll disconnect and it will go to I think it does both of them at the same time. But I turned it off because I don't want to take that risk of using data, because our family is very limited on how much data that we can use. So I just keep that switch off. But whatever it says here, it will probably go to cellular data when connectivity is poor. And the fourth feature is Spotlight Search. Again, this is another feature that's specifically made for iOS 9. If you scroll down, or pull down, or go to the left, you can search anything, pretty much anything on the phone, from settings, I think, to apps, to anything online. You can search whatever, and it'll pop up. You can search up contacts and apps, and you see there's a contact right there, which you can do. So you can basically search anything, and if I type in one of my contacts right here, and you click on him, it'll take right there. So, and then so that is something that I really think is kind of cool. It's very convenient. It's more quick. The fifth feature is when you are typing something, like if I'm typing, sending any message, like sending whatever, I'm just sending a message. Obviously, this is just random, and I don't like that message. You can shake your phone, and that will pop up, and you can hit undo, and that will happen. Again, we'll do it again. You shake your phone, and that will pop up, and you can delete. Instead, sometimes like if you type up, so for people who are texters, and personally I am, and you type up a long message, you don't want to hold that and delete, and you want to delete the whole thing, just shake it, and you can just delete it all at once like that. So that is a shake to undo, I guess is what it's called. Shake your phone. The sixth feature of hidden features is when you want to go to an app. Again, I think this is part of iOS 9. Let's see. I will go in Facebook Messenger. All right, let me do this. You go to Facebook, because you gotta go to where you went to something, and you click on Messenger down here. The new features, when you go to the top of the screen, you can hit go back. So if you hit that, it'll basically take you back to where you were before, and this can happen for any app. It'll happen pretty much for anything. Whatever you were in, if you go to another app, you can hit this, and it'll take you back to where you were previously. And it's just basically the top screen. In this case, I'll say go back to Facebook. The seventh feature is Siri button control. Now, if you still want Siri, obviously you can also turn Siri off completely. But if you go down, where is it in general? Oops. And you go to Siri, obviously you can turn it off. But if you go to voice feedback, you can do where it's button controlled. I've never actually used. I don't use Siri a lot personally myself, but you can do this, and basically this will count now, because the button on the side of the phone that turns off sound. Now Siri will be along with it. So sometimes you may be in class at school, and Siri accidentally goes off. So like right now, the button's on. So, hi.
Greetings, Brennan.
So she talked. And then if you decide you want to turn the switch off, I'll do it again. Hi. Now she doesn't talk. So basically that muted her voice. Now I don't know what these other features are, but to access that, whatever you want to, if you just go to Siri and then go to voice feedback. Alright, the eighth eighth feature is deleting photos. This is one thing that I really, really like. Like I have a set of photos here. This is from my game. And I don't like them. You know, at once. Now what you can do, instead of just going like this, you can actually do this. I don't know if you can see that. You can basically select them all. And I just did all that. So it saves a lot of time when deleting photos. And then you go down here and you hit the trash button to delete them. Which is really... You just hit select, and then you do it. Which I think is really convenient. Because before when I think this came with iOS 9 before, it was really annoying because I had like a lot of photos I didn't like 100 plus photos, and I had to go like this. And it took forever. Then I keep going on and on and on. But now with being able to select them all at once, I really like that. So that is that feature. And now another feature. Now people probably have noticed this, but I just point out anyways for at least convenience, being convenient. If you go up, you can actually search settings and search whatever in settings, and anything will pop up. So you can search anything in settings. But I think probably people probably have noticed that. And then now another thing that's really cool too, and this goes back to saving time. If you have a lot of apps open, you can delete more than one app. Like I can take settings here and photos, and you can delete them at the same time. My hands are kind of in the way, but you can kind of see them going up and down. You can delete them. You can delete 2 at a time. You can actually, I think, delete more than... I think I heard it was 4, but I do 2 because my hands are so big. This is as much as I can get, but you can delete at least 2 at a time, like that. As you see, they're all going, and now they're all deleted. So that's deleting background apps, which is cool. And also, if you'll notice, with iOS 9, it's no longer the the context that used to appear was in iOS 8. They're no longer there. It's now in Spotlight Search instead, which is really good. Number 10. Oh, actually, I already did that one. Number 11. Sorry, I kind of got lost there for a second. Yeah, we did 10 deleting background apps at once. Okay, 11. You can turn off vibrate in a specific way. If you go down to, where was it? In sounds, I think it was sounds. I forgot, where was it at? I don't remember. See, I'm trying to remember all of this from when I looked online. Let me just look for a sec, see if I can find it. I don't remember at the moment. What I will do is I will have number 11. I don't remember. I will have it in the link of this video. I forgot 11. Basically, what it does is I have to locate it because I don't remember where it was. I'll have to find it, and I'll have it in the link of this video so you can look to see number 11. But basically, what it does is I'll tell you. It basically, instead of actually, you do have the vibrate where it's not. I mean, you can turn off vibrate just by doing the switch. But there's also a button where you can actually just turn off vibrate completely. No matter if you have the button on or off, it will shut off vibrate no matter what. That's what the switch will do. But I'll find it and tell you where it is and set it in this link of this video after. And then the last thing is a 12-digit passcode. If you go down to the Touch ID and passcode, you can do a 12. You can change passcode, and I'll show you. And see, it's a not 12-digit. Sorry, my bad. 6-digit passcode. You can see there. You can do a 6-digit passcode, but it'll ask you for Touch ID. So these are the 12 hidden features of iOS 9. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope this will help you. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Thank you guys for watching.